The wonders of modern science. I just took a smart pill. A pill prescribed to me by my highly reputable and totally real doctor. He assured me that taking this pill would allow me to give an extraordinary speech today. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this guy for real? Well, we're about to find out. Now, when I was younger, I was obsessed with this little shooter game called Fortnite. Yes, Fortnite. I was very good. I competed in tournaments and I even won a few regionally. But I wanted to become even better. So one day, I stumbled across a Reddit post that said that if I changed a certain setting in my mouse, I'd be unstoppable. And so I changed it. And all of a sudden, I'm on a whole new level, wrecking people left, right, and center. I thought to myself, yeah, this is it. I'm a genius. Come to find out, I never even touched the setting. Now, while I'm out here thinking I just found a shortcut to becoming some sort of esports prodigy, my brain's laughing at me in the corner like, should we tell him? Because when I dug deeper into the reason behind this, I discovered the placebo effect and the power of my brain. The placebo effect is like when your mother kissed your little wound when you were a little child. What a way for an instant cure, right? Imagine if our healthcare system worked the same way. You go to the doctor and you're like, doctor, I'm in real pain. And the doctor's like, oh really? Well, take 2 imaginary Advil and call me back tomorrow first thing in the morning. But doctor, my arm got cut off. Oh really? Well, let me just give you a little smooch on it. That'll make you feel better. I'll charge you for it though. And then you check the bill and you see that they charge you $1,000 for a super deluxe Kiss 3000. Whatever. But seriously, the placebo effect can actually produce real biological changes in the brain. And it is even effective when patients know that they're taking a placebo. But guess what? It also works in the opposite direction. The placebo effect has an evil twin called the nocebo effect. It's basically when your brain deems a certain drug as ineffective, even though it's supposed to work. I actually tried this trick on one of my friends. I told him that coffee doesn't really influence the way you sleep. It only keeps you more alert for a very short period of time. Something I later found out was false after digging deeper into the topic. Now, a few days later, he came up to me with a straight face and said, man, I've been chugging coffee every day and I'm still out like a light. And I said, interesting. Turns out his brain took my word for it. And with coffee machines working overtime, my man was chugging enough coffee to power the whole of Shanghai for a week and was still sleeping like a baby. And that's the nocebo effect for you. If you believe that something's not supposed to work, your brain just shrugs and goes, I missed the part where that's my problem. Think about it. Whether it's your mom's kiss healing your scraped knee, or a CEO outperforming in the boardroom with nothing but a pep talk in the mirror, our beliefs shape our reality in ways that not even the most seasoned Hollywood screenwriters can. Not even Christopher Nolan can pull this off. It's like that one scene in The Matrix where Morpheus tells Neo, if you can think it, you can do it. So let's bring this all together. Our brains are wildly adaptive. But it's not just about tricks like the placebo effect or the nocebo effect. Our brains can actually restructure themselves based on our beliefs and our habits. Science likes to call this neuroplasticity. Now, don't get frightened. Neuroplasticity is just a fancy word for the brain's ability to adapt. It means that based on our beliefs and on our habits and whatever we do, our brains adapt to it. It's like your brain goes, okay, I see where you're going with this. It's a process through which the brain's gray matter undergoes a transformative process, unlocking a plethora of potentialities. Think of it as brain yoga. It's all about flexibility. Except instead of impressing people with a perfect downward dog, you can impress them by learning a language in 6 months. Our brains are adaptive, and you can train them with things like positive thinking, learning new skills, and most importantly, and I know a lot of people in the audience are not going to like this one, good sleep. Surprisingly, the skills that we learn in one domain can actually prime our brains and rewire them to be better in another. According to research, musicians often excel in language learning due to their enhanced auditory processing skills and their ability to discern subtle differences in sound, which is a skill that translates seamlessly into language learning, where intonation and pronunciation are key. And on the other hand, language learners also often excel in music due to their ability to understand rhythm, melody, and phrasing. Now, a question that you might ask me is, where is a live example of this? Which brings me to my favorite part of this talk, myself. I've harnessed the power of neuroplasticity to pick up languages faster than a polyglot on espresso. Every language that I picked up, it was easier for me to pick up the next because I recognized repeating patterns in each language. By the time I was 12, I could already speak about 5 languages. Back home, we didn't really use Google Translate. My dad would see something he doesn't understand on Instagram and be like, Ilias, what does this mean? And I'm like, come on, I look at the screen and I see it's Japanese characters. I'm like, Dad, come on, you really think I speak Japanese? Well, this is where it gets interesting. I later decided to pick up the classical guitar. The first few weeks were very painful for me and for anybody unlucky enough to be within the range to hear me play. I even made Twinkle Twinkle Little Star sound like a horror movie soundtrack. I made sounds that you could only hear if you accidentally jumped and sat down on a piano. But I persevered, and leveraging experience from my previous language learning endeavors, I was able to play pieces destined for the 7th year classical guitar examination and only my 4th year of learning. These examples of skills are ways that not only leverage your brain's neuroplasticity, but also improve it and prime your brain for any further acquisitions over time. Think of it as if you're slowly unlocking the cheat codes of the universe, one neural connection at a time. The process can be very slow, but recall what philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said. Great things are not accomplished by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. What this means is that irregular results are observed with regular effort over an irregular period of time. So consistency and perseverance are key in this process, and they can help you build better habits and be more consistent. Now let's do a quick exercise. I would like you to close your eyes for a second and imagine a skill that you always wanted to learn. Picture yourself doing it with ease and with confidence. Feel every moment of it. Now open your eyes. You feel that spark? That's your brain gearing up to take action and make that dream a reality. Now, congratulations, you've made the first step in actually learning that skill. Which brings me to my next point. Studies suggest that mental visualization plays a big role in improving performance, which is what scientist Alan Richardson showed in a study published in 1967. Here's what he did. He took a group of basketball players and divided them into 3 teams. The first team physically practiced free throws. The second team only mentally visualized themselves practicing free throws. And the third team, well, they did nothing, just sat on the sidelines. At the end of the study, both Team 1 and Team 2 showed significant increase in free throw accuracy, while the team that did nothing, well, they did nothing. They're out here throwing bricks like they're trying to build a house. But what's strange is that both the teams that physically and mentally practice free throws showed the same amount of improvement. Now, I don't want you to go out here thinking, man, all I gotta do is imagine myself throwing threes and I'm gonna become the next Steph Curry. It's not that easy. It's not how it works. You might become the next Steph Curry, maybe after 20 shots of vodka. Mental visualization is very strong, but only when coupled with consistent practice. Now, I don't want you to leave this hall and forget about everything I just said. So I'm going to give you a few rules of thumb for you to leverage and improve your brain's plasticity. First of all, positive thinking. Look, believe in yourself. Be confident. If your brain can believe that a sugar pill can be a magical cure, imagine what it could do with real and deliberate effort. Your brain is very powerful, and whatever you want to do, your brain's got your back. Just don't ask it to work any miracles. I don't want to catch any of y'all looking up on YouTube how to learn Russian in 30 minutes. Don't do that. Second of all, consistent practice. You can't get ripped from one push-up, right? You can't do one set of ab crunches and expect to wake up tomorrow looking like Dwayne Johnson. The brain's the same. Think of it as if you're hitting the mental gym. No brain pain, no brain gain. Well, the good thing is there's no leg day. That was a test. All of you people that laughed, don't skip leg day. Third of all, healthy habits. Your brain's like your phone. You have to charge it, right? Well, eat right, sleep right, and move around a little. Your brain's not gonna survive on 2 hours of sleep and a bag of Cheetos. Your brain's like, I need a balanced diet and 8 hours of sleep, not this Red Bull and ramen combo while watching videos of John Cena speaking Chinese at 3 a.m. So help it out. Fourth of all, stay curious. Your brain loves a new challenge. Pick up a new instrument. Learn a new language. Read a novel. Stay curious, and it's going to unlock a lot of possibilities for you. Think about it. Whatever skill you learn can actually prime your brain to learn another. Last but not least, the icing on the cake, mindful practice. Before you dive into action, walk yourself mentally through whatever you want to do. Imagine every single step of it, every little detail. Feel it, hear it, sense it. Because honestly, if you're just winging it, your brain is going to be like, wait a minute, we never rehearsed this. It's like giving yourself a little mental pep talk. Try this. Every day, spend 5 minutes imagining yourself practicing a skill you've always wanted to learn. Picture every single moment of it and bathe in it. It's like a quick daily mind workout. And trust me, it's way easier than cardio. That was another test. I'm glad none of y'all laughed this time. Okay, everybody wants to know about that pill that I took in the beginning. Honestly, just a Tic Tac, and the doctor that gave it to me is sitting in the audience right now. Truth is, you don't need magic pills to be brilliant. You already have the most powerful tool in the universe, right here, your brain. You can trick it, you can train it, and you can rewire it. But don't get it twisted, it's gonna make you work for it. And that's the beauty of things. Imagine leaving this hall today, knowing that every single one of you has a brain capable of leveling up just by showing up, getting uncomfortable, putting in the work, throwing some mental and physical weight around, and making your brain sweat. Now go out there and blow some minds, starting with your own. Thank you.